If you guys have any issues with that sign-up form, find or email me, because I can fix it.
Who are you?
I'm Ian Furr, ISF6741 on the email thing. Yeah, but I'm all over the place. So
You can also email ritseclub@gmail.com. That is the official club email.
Hey there, my name's Jack, or Hulto. I'm the ISTSCA and also the Hackathon TA. So this weekend, is the Hackathon, which is a 24-hour security tool development competition. So 10 a.m. on Saturday, we're all going to meet in the SEC lab, and we're going to write some tools, write some malware, some blue team tools, maybe a little infrastructure. And then at the end of it, 10 a.m. on Sunday, we'll have prizes. And in between, there will be copious amounts of food and caffeine. If you want to sign up, check announcements in Workplace. There's a link. You have to buy a ticket if you want food. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, buy a free ticket. Zach, did you have a question?
Yeah, how much Red Bull is there?
Enough.
Amanda?
So we have a case of Red Bull and 2 cases of Monster.
Oh, what do you consider a case?
It's a big old thing.
Okay.
Actually,
Alrighty.
yeah.
Alright, we'll call you back.
All right, so every week we send out a newsletter for the club. It's got details about the presentations, what we're doing in education, and the clickbait news I like to send out every week. So if you guys aren't signed up and didn't get an email last night, or this morning, whenever it actually made it to your inbox, sign up at mail.ritsec.club, and you guys will get added to the list and get notified when we have meetings and other special events maybe. So alongside that, if you guys ever want to present doing research, we're really open to it, and we love to have new club members come up and present. If you have a presentation that you want to do, or an idea that you want to do, or anything like that, fill out the form at presentations.ritsec.club. And to go along with the next slide, if you guys have projects that you want anybody in our mentorship program to do, fill out the projects.ritsec.club form, and those projects all come to me, and then I help distribute those out to the mentorship program once we get that started. Next weekend, on probably the 7th, we're going to go to Letchworth and go hiking and go see the waterfalls and all that stuff. It's going to be a ton of fun. The weather looks like it's going to be nice, so hopefully it'll be cool. If you guys want to go, please fill out the form at letchworth.ritsec.club, because there we can get everybody set up with carpools and make sure we have enough seats to actually get everybody there and back. It would be a real shame if we left somebody there. So I am this year's mentorship lead, which means that I'm running the mentorship program with the help of Jack. And I'm super excited to get all of it started. We have a ton of people signed up to be mentees, and we are still looking for both more mentors and mentees. If you guys... So the mentorship program, we're taking groups of underclassmen and linking them with both upperclassmen, and we've got a couple alumni that are interested. So we're going to get groups together, and we're going to have you guys work through a bunch of different projects that we have on a bunch of different topics, everything from hardware hacking, kind of like conference badges, all the way through to working with software-defined radios and a whole lot more. I'm super excited to get this started this year. If you signed up already, keep your eye on your email, because I'm going to send something out soon. If you haven't signed up already to be either a mentor or a mentee, I'd love it if you did. And fill out those forms.
So we have a couple sponsors that like to give us money, so we like to give them thanks every meeting or so. So these are our diamond level sponsors. They give us the big bucks. We have some platinum level sponsors. They give us the medium bucks. Got some small bucks as occasional sponsors, but we love them all equally because they help us do all the fun things that we do, like competitions, buying tons of food at BJ's last night for you guys. So without them, it couldn't happen. So let's give it a round for our sponsors. off our educational portion of the meetings by meeting the e-board. We have a lot of new faces here, so we'd like to introduce ourselves, kind of what we do, some of our interests, and what we do for the club, and what we can do for you.
Hi, my name's Shannon. Some people call me Lil Prez. Don't know why. But I'm a third-year computing security student here at RIT. I used to be the RC3/RITSEC treasurer, so I did that for 2 years. And now I'm president. I was also the WIC public relations head, so if you have any questions about WIC, let me know. This summer I interned at the MITRE Corporation working on Caldera, which is a public project, very rare at MITRE, so if you want to look up my work, my handle's a little hacker all over that, so it's pretty cool. I love America, speaking of MITRE, which is a non-for-profit that organizes FFRDCs, which is federally research and funded development centers. It's a big word. So yeah, USA. Currently I'm the VSIS interest group president/founder. Which is an interest group that you should all come to. We'll have insomnia cookies on Tuesday. I have red team, blue team, black team, purple team, this and that throughout the club. So if you have any questions about that, come hit me up. I also go to conferences. I've been to about 10 now, so that's really fun. And I'm currently working on an ICS lab team. So that's a little bit about me.
Hi, I'm Adrianna. Can you hear me? Okay, my throat was really bothering me, so I just kept the important things. I'm the director of public relations this year. I'm a third year in CSEC, and I really enjoy dogs. This is my new puppy, Coda. Yes, you should all say aw. And then please send me pictures of dogs. And if you want to know more about me, you can talk to me another time.
Alright, so I'm Owen. I was just up here a second ago. I'm the head of education. I'm a senior, hopefully, we'll see. I'm a novice red teamer. My stuff kind of sucks, but I still enjoy doing it, so I'm going to keep it up. I really enjoy hockey. Puck off in like 34 days, I think it is, so let's go for that. I'm a pretty hardcore memer. Please send me your memes. I will reciprocate. And I like to hydrate at the local watering holes. So local hydration age, come out.
Alright, hey guys, I'm Ian for my handle's Imposter. I am the head of research, and I'm a 4th year this year. Super excited to get that kicked off. I'm also the mentorship lead, like I just mentioned, so if you guys are any one of my mentors or mentees, I love you all. I really like to be outside. I like to hammock and slackline, and I'm super excited for our Letchworth trip next weekend. If you guys want to talk about conferences, Internet of Things, incident response, cybersecurity policy, cyber war, all that mess, I'm super into it, so come find me, we'll talk, it'll be a great conversation.
Hey guys, I'm Jack again. That's why I look like without a beard, in case you're wondering. An absolute child. I'm the ISTSCA. I red team, do CCDC, worked at MITRE, and I think it's my senior year. We'll find out.
Hey everyone, I'm Quentin. Most people call me Q because a lot of people have problems pronouncing my name for some reason. I am a 4th year technically. I still have a year and a half left. I am the competition architect for the CTF and for IRSEC, the Incident Response Security Competition. Some of my interests are reverse engineering, malware analysis, and incident response. If you are interested in any of those, come talk to me. Some of my other interests are reading and backpacking. You can find me showing up to class 30 minutes early and reading a book in the labs or at the pool. And fun fact, how many people here had a TV when they had antennas? Okay, like 3/4 of you. My vision is like a poorly tuned TV when the antennas aren't straightly aligned.
why nobody can hear anything.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda. I'm kind of a third year. I've done CCDC. I'm a part of WIC, WESIS. I'm in the honors program. I worked for IBM X-Force Red. I like doing some pen testing, reversing, and in general, breaking windows.
All right, hey everyone, I'm John. I'm the second secretary. I'm third year. The most important thing is I love my dog. He's great. He likes getting some trouble, like jumping on tables. But what do I do in my free time? I do a lot of red teaming, a lot of window security stuff, and I dive. So pretty much security and diving takes up my entire life. But other than that, that's about it.
Hi everyone. I'm Troy. My handle is Troy. My last name is Troy. I'm Troy. Yeah, I'm the third year. I'm your tech lead. I make challenges every week for you guys to solve and have some hands-on experience. I'm trying to focus more on beginners this semester, so if you are just starting out or if you need help, please feel free to reach out. My security interests lies on offensive security, but I try to learn every aspect of IT because I'm still a beginner, I guess. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Evan. I'm the operations lead for RITSEC. I'm a second year, so I'm pretty new to all this. My security interests are attacking, defending, and reversing. I feel that attacking and defending go hand in hand. Know one, you kind of know the other. And my other interests are amateur radio, home labbing, and cars. So talk to me about how you have your home set up and improve.
All right, give me a second to get wired up here. We'll kick off education. What? What's up? I like to think so. Most people don't, but I do, so that works. All right, so this week's education is going to be a little bit different. We usually try to be more technical and then have technical demos to go with it, but we thought it'd be a good idea for all of our new members, our freshmen in the audience that might just be getting to do cybersecurity, to give a good overview on kind of the stuff we do and kind of get rid of some misconceptions. All right, blue screens and boot loops. For hacking, we always just break things. We don't really care. We use Metasploit for everything. We always wear Guy Fawkes masks in our bathroom while we hack. I don't know, whatever's comfortable for you, I guess. It's a little weird, but hey, man. And if your terminal's not black and green, you're not lead enough. Sure. So we have some fun clips here, so I have to talk less. So sit back and enjoy some memes. Hey, do we have sound wired up? We probably should have tested that.
Sound should work. The stream's not okay. Oh, sound.
I'm getting hacked.
Oh, port's good?
No, this is major. They've already burned through the NCIS public firewall.
We'll isolate the node and dump them on the other side of the router.
I'm trying. It's moving too fast.
Oh, this is not good. Using our connection to the AFIS database. Sever it.
I can't. It's a point attack. He or she is only going after my machine.
It's not possible. This DoD level 9 encryption. It would take months to get built. What is that, video game?
No, Tony, we're getting hacked.
They get in Abby's computer, the entire NCIS network is next.
I can't stop him. Do something, Gee.
I've never seen code like this. Ah, where'd it go, Abby?
I didn't do anything. I thought you did.
No?
I did. All right. So I have enough trouble typing on my own with one keyboard. If someone else was doing it, it would just be a complete nightmare. So that is kind of what we do. Yes, but actually no. A couple things that are kind of true about that. Metasploit can be a decent tool if you use it right, but it's not the end-all be-all. And if you want to make your terminal black and green, all hands to you. I know I did it at one point, and then I learned about ZSH. So yeah. Some of the technobabble kind of that clip wasn't complete garbage. You know, you asked if he was getting port scanned. That's a very valid tactic and things that get done. There are public firewalls and people can breach through those, but everything else was pretty much garbage. If you're getting hacked and you just take down infrastructure, your customers are probably going to be pretty upset. So as easy as pulling the plug might be, it's probably not the first solution. It's kind of hard to find legitimate pictures about like hackers. Everything is completely like, you know, that black with like all the blue binary. If you just search hacking, that's all you get. It's hard to find real things, but these are kind of cool, like be smart out your smartphone. I'm not going to make you take this pledge, but I thought it was kind of cheesy, so we threw it in. So this is a clip, oh no. This is a clip from Snowden that I actually really enjoyed. It's a little bit longer than the last one. I think it's like 3 minutes, but it seemed really cool, and I like movies. God
Berlin. Istanbul. Any server, any connection. Modern battlefield is everywhere. Which means you don't have to sit in the ditch eating MREs or dodging mortar fire. It means that if there is another 9/11, it'll be your fault. Just as the last one was my generation's. Believe me, you do not want to live with that burden. We're going to start with an aptitude test. Each of you is going to build a covert communications network in your home city. You're going to deploy it, back up your site, destroy it, and restore it again. The point of this exercise is to keep your infrastructure up and running securely. The average test time is 5 hours. If you take more than 8, you will fail.
Mr. O'Brien? Dutzer.
You don't have to tell me when you completed a stage.
No, I finished the whole thing.
It's been 40 minutes.
38.
What?
38 minutes.
Okay. Let's see where you screwed up.
You didn't say we had to do it in order, sir, so I broke the sequence to save time, and I automated the backup process to run as I built the site.
Eyes on screens.
All right, so that was a little bit better, right? There was no 2 people on one keyboard. We weren't just yanking things. There was a lot of good practice things in there, like backing up. The commands in the terminal looked pretty real. There was no output, but hey, we can't be perfect. So if you like kind of watching hacking movies, we do a couple of them a semester, and I really hope you guys come out. We watch a bunch of cheesy things and enjoy it together. All right, so cybersecurity isn't just one thing. There are many facets to it. There's a lot of different things you can pursue in it. I don't know anyone that's good at everything, but here I've found a mix of people that can cover most of these bases, so I strongly encourage you to talk to people and find out things that you want to do and people that are good at those things to help you down your path. We have a list here. This isn't everything, like I said, but we'll start getting into them a little bit more. So something like vulnerability testing. This is a very real thing you would do after you graduate for a job. So you would have an infrastructure, you'd want to scan that for potential weaknesses, things that could be exploited. It provides a lot of business value. If you can prove that something is wrong and show it, that you're more likely to get it fixed rather than just saying, hey, it's broken, we should fix it. No one's going to pay you to do that. You look like a moron. This is a great way to have evidence on what you're doing and prove that there's a problem. Tangible metric for risk. Risk is a great word in the business world. Saying something has risk and giving it value and tangible numbers comes off a lot better, again, than just saying it's broken, we need to fix it. So leading that comes into penetration testing. So again, this is another very specific facet of cybersecurity. After you find these vulnerabilities, sometimes people will pay you to break them, and that's kind of cool. I think Amanda did that this summer for X-Force. So you can do it to show that there are issues, or you can also be done to prove that things are locked down pretty well. You didn't get much. You tried your best. You tried to get through. You didn't get anything. It shows that things are locked down. There's physical penetration testing. If you can just walk into a server room and walk out with a hard drive full of all their information, that's pretty cool. Instead of having to bust through their public firewalls and attack their singly encrypted computer or whatever, like in that video. It can be done to confirm compliance, right? A lot of people will have to have compliance for their organization standards, whether it's HIPAA or payment card stuff. So it can be done every so often to prove that. And you show your weaknesses, really. So another facet, I am terrible at this, reversing and malware analysis. So you can take code like compiled malware and reverse it and see what the person who wrote the code was and figure out what it does. I'm terrible at this because I hate assembly, but if that's something you're into, go for it. We have the reversing interest group. If you're into that, I highly suggest you do that because you'll learn a lot more there than I could ever teach you about it. You get to use cool tools like Ghidra and IDA Pro if you're rich. Ghidra's free though, so that's pretty cool. So you can take all this stuff, reverse it out, see what's going on. I like the concept, but God, I hate assembly. All right, red teaming and blue teaming. That's something we like to do a lot here at RITSEC. We have several competitions, ISTS and IRSEC. We also go to UB and help out at theirs. We send some people for that. It's a great way to learn. It can really simulate when shit's hitting the fan in a scenario. So the red team will just be there and make you sad. I like to describe it as the worst experience that I can't wait to do again. I first started at ISTS, which is a pretty upper level competition for those of you that don't know, and it sucked. We got wrecked. Then we came back for IRSEC. I had Quentin and Ian on my team, and we got third place. We did all right. So again, it's a great learning experience, and it's a wonderful way to do it in a consequence-free environment because your emotions and feelings will be hurt, but you learn from it. So then you have computer network security, right? This is locking down boxes, putting up your firewalls, keeping your network secure, stopping all the threat actors, all the Russian-sponsored state actors and all of that fun. You have firewalls, antivirus stuff on your computers, IDS, and configuring your services and stuff to be secure, right? A lot of things, if you just hit run, there's probably holes in it, and people probably know how to get through those holes and mess up your computer. So being pretty good at this is a really big part of cybersecurity, and you can get paid a lot of good money to do that. So like with the downtime, when they yank the cord, that's not really good. So you have to create a secure environment, but it doesn't really inhibit the business value from happening. People still need to be able to do their job. All the people in your company still need to be able to use their computers, have their emails. If you have it firewalled off so no one can send an email, nothing's going to get done, and you're going to be in some pretty hot water. So yeah, this is a really big part. It's a really great way to get started. A lot of analysts and stuff can do this. You can take a couple classes for it. Yeah. Social engineering, keyword being social. I am just a young Golisano boy. I hate being social, but some people are really good at talking their way into buildings, into situations, convincing someone to give them their password. The best I could do is ask for your password, and if you're stupid enough to give it to me, well, that's your fault. There are things like phishing, voice phishing, text phishing. You get suspicious emails. This is another really big corporate hot button. The big wigs, the CEOs, oh, we got to stop all the phishing attempts. It's something that they think is super important, and it is. It's a really great way to get into a network without having to bust through firewalls and get through a bunch of technical measures. One stupid person can break down everything. So it's an important topic in terms of knowing how to fight against it. And again, some people are really good at doing it. I'm not. You have to be a crafty, confident individual. I'm crafty, confident, but putting it all together and trying to get something out of it doesn't work for me. Web security. Everyone has a browser on everything, including this fridge. It's kind of hard to see, but that blue box, like kind of in the middle, that's Edge. I don't know why this fridge has Edge on it, but hey, it does. So things like this, it's a really big part of security. Like I said, everyone has this. Everyone goes to websites every day. People are really good at faking websites and being able to pull your information out of it just by going to it. So having a good understanding of this is really important. There are things like OAuth that are like making big strides. So rip the stream. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Oh, we're good. Wow, look at that.
Also give me that thing.
It's plugged in right now.
Oh, wow, look at that. All right, where was I? Hackathon this weekend. Yeah, so Jack talked about it earlier. It's going to be a 24-hour thing. Just work on some project, build some tools. So I'm going to go over just a little bit of how to get some ideas for that, and we're going to have some people come give some stories on some of the tools they have done, they're working on, kind of what gave them the ideas, and kind of where they ended up. All right, how to start a project. So you gotta find something you like. If it's something that doesn't interest you, you're not really gonna want to do it and kind of research it and get all of it out of it that you could. Like me, trying to do malware reversing, it wouldn't go too well, but doing something like a red team tool that I more enjoy, I'm gonna learn more from it because I'm more engaged in it. Look for ways to improve your knowledge, right? If it's something you like and you wanna learn more about, try to go there instead of just something you don't care about. The goal is to get something out of it, even if it's just you learning how something works or learning how to do something. It might already exist, but it's a great way to better yourself and have fun doing it. Look for something in security that could be improved by tools. If in your time you find yourself doing something a lot, you think, hey, I could automate this and make this easier, or build a tool that can incorporate a bunch of these things that I do all the time, this is another great place to start. Talk to other people. We have this wonderful stock photo of people talking at like a cocktail hour. Again, security through community. We have a lot of cool people here. They have cool ideas, and I'm sure they'd love to help you get on track with something. Open source projects already exist that you can then just take the code and add functionality to if you want, even if you don't publish it back to them and ask them to put it in. to give you all the idea how it turned out.
There you go, bud. Oh, does this work now?
Yep.
Cool.
3 minutes of charging is nice.
So I haven't done a ton of projects, but the one that I really liked that I did was some of the stuff I've done with home automation and Internet of Things stuff. And this is actually going to be what I'm working on Hackathon tomorrow. Well, one of the things. I really liked Home Assistant, which is an open source home automation platform. And I was going back through my archive of old DEF CON talks, and I saw a talk from a guy who figured out how to automate his home alarm system to do a whole lot of extra stuff. Yeah. It's a really good talk. I'll see if I can dig up a link later. But from this talk, I realized, oh, hey, there's a whole lot of security that goes into home security. And it's not just the physical stuff, but the actual securing of the infrastructure and the kind of intricacies that go with actually designing a system that has to be reliable enough to act as your home alarm has gotten me interested. And that's one of the things I'm working on tomorrow is actually building up an infrastructure and then hacking it all and breaking it. And hopefully I'll be doing a presentation for research a little bit later on about that.
Wrong.
Listen, you know.
All right, just to wrap things up, as you know, the three of us, we all had different inspiration for what we wanted to do and why we wanted to do it, but we all came out with projects. So usually, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to have a more technical-oriented education talk. So you usually have a technical challenge to start working on. Because we didn't have that this week, what we're, as an e-board, going to do, or at least me personally and anyone else that wants to, is just going to walk around. We want to meet you. We want to bounce ideas off you. If you have an idea for a topic that you want to work on for a project but don't really know where to go with it, come talk to us. And yeah, just chill, meet new people. If it's your first time here, I encourage you to talk to some of the older people and ask cool things about the stuff they've done and why they enjoy coming here and why after all these years they're still here for 4 hours on a Friday. So yeah, again, security of the community, it's pretty cool.
All right, so, sorry. This week's demo, we don't have a demo, but if you're like brand new, you don't really know anything at all, if you go to demo help on Workplace, there's a short setup tutorial guide for setting up hypervisors and VMs. Chances are if you're doing anything security or even IT related, chances are you are going to use a VM. So if you don't know what a VM is, or if you don't know how to set one up, please go to demo help at Workplace and yeah, just follow the tutorial.
Cool. So I mentioned earlier about having a GitHub for demo this week. If you come to Hackathon and you work on something and you can prove that you worked on something during Hackathon with something like GitHub commits, we'll give you points for it for your semester total. So that will add up to the rest of your. What is the semester total? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. I believe you do get prizes if you win the demo, Shannon. What a great thing to bring up.
That was not confirmed yet, actually.
Yeah, so normally you'll have your technical demo. If you submit the answers to all the questions, you'll get points based on the difficulty of the question. And we felt bad not giving you any of those this week. So again, if you come to Hackathon, work on something, and can prove that with multiple commits over the span of Hackathon, you don't have to be there for 24 hours if you don't want to. But if you work on something, we'll give you a handful of points for your efforts. All right? Cool. So mingle, get to know each other. Pizza will be here soon, TM. Did you want to say something?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
If
Ian
any of you
has
guys
more.
had issues with Workplace, I know I got an email from one of you. Okay, I'll be up there in a second. If any of you guys have other issues,